They've done it. Pakistan have done it. Hello and welcome to My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. Something bizarre is going on. Change your calendars to 1992 if you are Pakistan fans, because spooky stuff is going on. Spooky stuff is going on, isn't it, gentlemen?
It is, isn't it? It's just crazy.
I can't believe it.
Especially when you go into the details of it. Like 92, it went down. They won in the last over. They won by hitting a boundary in the last over. It's just
on
weird.
The first ball of the last over.
I don't know.
I think as close as that. But look at it. Look at it. Game 1. Oh, game 2. They're even doing the same discipline at the same time. How is this even possible? Like, has this script been written by J.J. Abrams and Christopher Nolan? Is this Inception meets Lost? What is going on here? I'm scared. I feel like we've gone through a time warp and we didn't notice. Black hole. Something has happened. Just cut back. I'm telling you. You guys are laughing about this. I'm genuinely a little spooked by this. Zach, aren't you? This is freaky.
It's heading in that direction. I think this should give Pakistan a lot of confidence. We were talking about start of the tournament that when they're having those losses, maybe they need to find some kind of inspiration, or someone needs to come in there and inspire the team, motivate them, and get them that energy up and belief up. I think now the whole people who are watching it, they're finding these kind of coincidences. Should give them a lot of confidence. I think going forward, it'll just lift the team up to another level, which we've seen also today. I think it was a very inspired bowling performance, which set the tone for the match. And clearly, when Pakistan was batting, it was evident that the wicket was not that bad to play. So again, it goes back to show us, exactly what kind of effort it was in terms of bowling on this track by Pakistan, having lost the toss and being asked to bowl, where they were planning around batting first. So in their mind today's game, when they're planning, they must be thinking, okay, let's win the toss, bat first, get things moving. That will set the tone right. We did that in the previous game. They wanted it to replicate the same kind of thing. Didn't happen.
Yeah, that's because they're not supposed to replicate the last game. They're supposed to replicate 1992. That's what they're replicating.
And to top it all, I think the effort of Babar Azam was something
for sure. Special effort. It's 10th ODI
and Harris Sohail continuing with his form. I think that's another change which Pakistan has done in the previous game, which was very inspiring. Is continuing with his form.
It's a little sad though that he got run out with two runs to get. Harris Sohail getting run out, but what a partnership between the two of them.
Damn good, right? As in, he played a similar role that Jimmy Neesham played.
Yeah.
He played against the grain of his national game. He would have liked to go there and play some big shots, but the first 20-25 balls, he really had to see off Santner and Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson was also bowling well, but Santner was really getting the ball to turn and bounce and to really see off that period. There were a couple of shots that he played. I think just when he got off the mark, he had two balls bouncing, like flying towards leg slip, but then he stepped out and then he just tapped one down the ground for a single. And that just showed the amount of confidence he had. And you saw him backing away and playing against the spin a lot towards, I think he recognized a single option there on the offside between point and cover. So he kept backing away and tapping him into that gap for singles, and then when he was charging him, he charged down the wicket and hit him between mid-on and deep mid-wicket. And he found that gap so convincingly and so calmly, and he went about the innings very, very well.
Can I tell you another freaky thing? I'm fixated on that now. I'm fixated on that 92 and 2019 mirror image. In 92, New Zealand was having a really good World Cup, right? Martin Crowe captain. 2019, New Zealand has been having a really good World Cup. Unbeaten in both tournaments till they met Pakistan. And the winning run in 92 and in 2019 has been ended by Pakistan.
Yeah, that's what you just did. We just
but in the hindsight, I think New Zealand team will be thinking about this loss and saying, okay, what different we could have done for this match.
Zach keeps rationalizing all these freaky moments of mine, and he's like, listen, It's okay. I've seen this before.
That's easy in the house. Zen Zach.
Then Zach is in the house. He's like, I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
I think let's move on.
Like, this voodoo,
Yeah,
this
let's move
voodoo
on.
magic
We've done
of
it.
yours, I am not impressed.
Let's give credit to the Pakistan team for actually doing a great job than kind of correlating it to
Yeah, and I know
to
tomorrow in the
92.
social media, all these
we're just giving them-
screenshots of what we've played today is going to go on, what the broadcasters
Yeah.
playing is going to go on. Mirror image, 92 and 2009.
Zach has no time for all these social media shenanigans, you children.
Exactly. What New Zealand must be thinking was why didn't we opt for extra spin option?
Exactly. And you know, you want to play Ish Sodhi because Birmingham would have been a home game for him, right?
Yeah.
Because-
Because he plays county cricket from there, so
Yeah, no, I didn't mean for the Punjabis. I meant the home game.
it would have been. And
Enough Sikh brothers in Birmingham.
You know,
yo.
they should have rationalized it, like how I'm doing it here right now. New
Correct.
Zealand team.
Yeah.
You know, I think
they fell in the voodoo trap as well.
Exactly. What was that trap?
The
If
voodoo
it
trap-
ain't broken,
If it ain't
why
broke,
fix it?
why fix it,
I
right? They
think-
went for that
I think-
record.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do
they-
6 unchanged.
They were hugging, squeezing it so hard that they said, no Ishodi. You know, even if the wicket is turning, no Ishodi. I think they missed the trick there.
they were hugging me. If it ain't broken, don't fix it so hard that it broke.
Yeah.
Imagine
He made it better. Yeah, he made it better. Yeah, it
you
actually
love
broke
something,
because they
you
hugged
love
it so
something
hard.
so much. You love something so much, you squeeze the life out of it, right? So that's exactly what they did. But Ish Sodhi, and we spoke about that in the combox after over 35,
We did.
is that, my God, Kane Williamson, every time he was bowling a ball, he was like, why did I not take Sodhi? Why did I not take Sodhi? Why did I not take Sodhi? And he did that for 36 balls.
He did. He didn't bowl badly, but obviously he wouldn't be as effective as a regular, leg spinner, and he would have been a little more effective.
He broke the partnership.
He did break an important partnership, but
Yes.
it also made way for, I think, Pakistan's two best batsmen who are in form, or two best batsmen who are in form to actually come in the middle and
Yeah.
stitch up that 100-run partnership, which actually claimed that victory for them.
Can you get confused sometimes as a captain with way too many bowling options?
Yeah, I didn't see a reason. I think it's hard to make sense of that Colin Munro over.
Yeah.
Like why? As in,
Does that
like,
give away a little bit of desperation of the situation at that
Perhaps.
point in time?
Yeah, perhaps. You know Kane to be a very able captain.
Yeah.
Someone who's very calm and who's got his scruples about himself. Maybe he just kind of panicked by looking at that bowling card. You feel like maybe he just was looking somewhere for a breakthrough.
Yeah, because that partnership between Babar Azam and Haris Sohail, wow, which was just absolutely amazing. 126 runs there. They were both spectacular today, Zach, weren't they?
They were. I think the equally important partnership was Babar and Hafiz.
Yeah.
Because the timing of that was very crucial.
Yeah.
After New Zealand taking those 2 wickets,
41 for 2.
It was even game at 15 overs, and from there actually to build that partnership when Hafiz and Babu were batting together was the most important phase of the match. It made it easy, and yes, Haris Sohail is in form, and by then Babar was nicely stuck at the crease, understanding the wicket, and has had a decent measure of the track. So that's something which helped him. But it's a great effort by Babar for sure. For they needed that. They needed someone to step up and have that 100. We've seen it in New Zealand innings as well. Nisham carrying that innings forward of New Zealand and getting it to a respectable total on this track. So for Pakistan to win the match, they needed someone to play that kind of a role, and Babar stood up.
And because of that, at no point in time, and now let's look back over the last 50 overs, at no point in time did you ever feel that there was a crisis in the chase, right? At no point in time did it ever feel that it
didn't,
slipped
because
out.
they were extremely calm. That was what is so great to watch, from the outside, to actually see that everyone was calm about what they were going about. The only person who probably looked slightly rushed, especially, and actually maybe during his dismissal, you felt in that over that he's going to do something funny, and he did. That was Hafiz. You felt like, he didn't consider this bowler very great, so like, I'm going to take this guy on, maybe I'll get runs against him.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him in this tournament, he's fallen to part-time bowlers 3 times. This is the 3rd time. That is the only over that felt like, okay, they don't have it about themselves. But outside of that, extremely calm, knew what they had to do, ticked all the processes along the way, and got the job done. That was just great.
Yeah, they really did. Today, clinical chase pretty much. You never thought that Pakistan was out of it. And that's something that was quite amazing to watch about this team. And that tells you about their confidence, Zach. That previous win, the way they've gone about this chase, the way they bowled today early against New Zealand. Suddenly you're looking at this team and saying, all right, they've got 2 games left. And the 2 games that they have left are, we'll show you that. One is against Afghanistan, right? The next one, that's at Leeds, and then against Bangladesh. And suddenly they're going, 1 second, man, we've taken New Zealand, we've taken South Africa, we've taken England. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We can get there.
They have certainly given them a best chance to get to that 11 points which we're talking about, because they're playing Afghanistan. After that, they have Bangladesh, which the kind of form they are in, they should back themselves to win that match.
Yeah.
And having that match being played at Lords is also going to add to that that advantage. Yeah. Because they've had a good match there, good outing at that ground. The wicket is playing nicely. We've seen 2 matches there. One was assisting seamers.
Yeah.
The other one was a nice batting track. So that is something which will help them in terms of if they win the next one, which we are expecting them to beat Afghanistan.
Yeah.
After that, I think they'll be very upbeat to close on that last game. And again, this Pakistan victory will play hugely on England's mind as well.
Yep.
Just as a morale of the team, the mindset when they are playing their next match. So which is India, I guess.
That's right, on Sunday.
So you're playing against India, which every team in this competition is wary of. Their morale is pretty much on the back foot down. When they're playing against the mighty Indians in this tournament.
And India's playing here, so which means that the spin twins are going to come at you.
So imagine the
at
mindset.
Birmingham.
So imagine the mindset of England. The match is at Birmingham. If the wicket is the similar kind of wicket which they are playing on 30th or 29th?
30th,
Sunday. So they will be on the back foot for sure. The 2 wrist spinners coming in play will affect them hugely, I think. And you have off spin of Kedar Jadhav also, like how you saw Kane Williamson today.
Underarm spin off.
Underarm will
below sea level.
Get the ball to if 2 left-handers are batting.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, I think this result puts even more pressure on England going forward in their next match.
See the points table. Let's pull that up for you and see where Pakistan is and where England is, because that's where this sort of competition is going to play out, perhaps, you think. And then, I predicted this a few days ago. I told you Bangladesh, Pakistan is going to be a knockout when they play.
Can I go on a limb and say, am I allowed to say that I see Pakistan qualifying as the 4th team?
You've said it now. You can't ask me for permission after you've
I'm
done it.
asking permission.
No, you've done it now.
See, today's result actually, New Zealand, one thing they will walk away happy from this game, even though they have lost the match, is the fact that they've managed to save that net run rate.
Yes.
That has not affected that much. That is something, which they'll be happy with, because their next 2 fixtures are Australia and England.
Yep.
So I think it might go to the last match of the league phase when England is playing New Zealand. That Chesterley Street, though, it's a good sign for New Zealand. Because I've always maintained one thing in this World Cup. Every time I was analysing this New Zealand side, is the fact that their lesser bowlers come to party when there is help in the wicket.
Yeah. And
particularly seaming conditions. Then Grandom and Neesham both become effective.
Yeah.
If the track is on the slower side, their 5th bowler gets weak.
Yeah.
And that's the reason today Kane Williamson was looking for those options.
Correct.
To get through those 10 overs, because he knew Grandom is not going to be the one who is going to give him those overs. So that's another way of looking at this New Zealand side. So yeah, all in all, that England and New Zealand game is going to be very interesting.
It's going to be one spicy meatball. It will be. All of these games now, they all have repercussions on the other teams. They have repercussions on the table, on the tournament. So, yeah, I mean, if you've been watching the World Cup, you're definitely going to be watching these last, 10 days now? 10 days of the league left. I think next Sunday is when it wraps up. So, next Saturday it wraps up. So, yeah, well, 10 days.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, yes. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe it's midnight. Maybe that's what's happened to me. But the most valuable player that we've had today has been Babar Azam, right? And if you had him in your My 11 Circle team, then you will love it. Yeah, you'll love it because he's our My 11 Circle most valuable player. 101 not out, 127 balls. He hit 11 fours, did not hit the ball, over, didn't try to go for the six. That's not what his job was today. His job was it was less than a run a ball a chase. He put his head down, played the ball on the ground. He showed a lot of maturity today, didn't he?
He did, and a lot of courage. You remember when Santner came into bowl, his second spell, when they needed 40, 45, 50 runs left, he played 2 consecutive sweep shots, which were high-risk sweep shots, and got 2 boundaries. That was an extremely courageous shot to play at that stage, because had he gotten out at that point in time, that would have put so much pressure, because it would have, the doubts would have crept back into the minds of the Pakistan players about can they make it. But you have to admire the grit and the bravado that he showed at that point to play those kind of shots and literally kind of seal the deal with those. For me, I think those 2 shots effectively sealed the deal against New Zealand.
His 10th ODI century, and he said after the game that this is his most important ODI knock ever. That's a big call, and you can see why, given the circumstances.
Absolutely. I mean, look at their journey in this World Cup. They were down and out completely. No one was giving them a chance. There were a lot of negativity which was going around in the social media everywhere. No one was really counting them, and then to come up with a performance like this is satisfying for any cricketer who's played at the highest level. I mean, this is what you live for. You want to contribute in most toughest of the situations and get your team through. So that is the most important thing, I think. So the Babar Azam will be very satisfied with his effort of 100 and looking at the tournament now, turning things around for Pakistan.
But I do have one concern with this, with where things are with Pakistan now. So the stage is very ripe, especially given who they're going to be playing, for complacency to creep in.
Okay.
And being these unpredictable team that they have, the stack that they have to make sure that they remain humble and stay true to their processes so that they are clinical in the next 2 matches. Today, when you saw Amir bowl, you felt like at some point he was trying too much perhaps. At some point he was trying to create things, whereas in the previous games it felt like he was coming there and bowling like how Shaheen Afridi bowled today. Like just hitting those areas and being effective. Perhaps that wicket or the first ball of his of his spell for the day probably made him feel over-eager. That he could get probably 4 or 5 or maybe 3 wickets, get few more wickets up front. But it's time for them to kind of consolidate and say, okay, we've done our job. Let's make sure we stick to our processes. It's very easy for momentum to get to your head. Because it's a high, especially coming from where they are emotionally. It's quite a high. Because everyone has been, battering them with all sorts of things, not just their fans, but news channels, former players, all of them. And so this is like a big reply to all of that.
True.
And they have to make sure that they protect themselves as a group and really make sure they stay together and stay true to what is working for them right now, and that is going out there and executing those processes very, very well.
That's such a good point. Don't get complacent, right? And you hope that in the next 2 games, and Pakistan fans will hope that in the next 2 games, this Pakistan shows up. This one that has shown up in the last 2 games. Because when this Pakistan shows up, boy, they really are a delight to watch, aren't they? Well, who's been the delight to watch today in terms of all our My 11 Circle players? Well, it's been delightful for you, hasn't it? Our champion for the day, yes, beat the expert champion, is Tara Chand Dayal from Rajasthan. Congratulations. Bhai, तारे बहुत हैं इसलिए इन्होंने चश्मे पहने हुए हैं. Yeah, he's shining like a star. Yes, shining like a star is Tara with 544 points. So congratulations to you. You're our winner for the day. And now to some very important business which I really want to do.
What's that?
Which is the joy factor. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Please to be showing, sir. Please to be showing the questions and then please to be showing the answers. If you show the question, please. This Indian ruler was. Do I have to read the whole thing out?
No, let's
Help me, no.
So there are two choices for this answer, right? They have to either name the royal or they have to name explain the decision that he made.
Okay. I have no idea. So can we go to the answer?
Yes, let's just jump.
All right, let's go to the answer. Here's the answer. Thakur Sahib of Rajkot. He forfeited the match against Maharashtra so that BB Nimbalkar remained on 443 and could not break Bradman's record of the highest first class score. Ouch. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That is supremely uncool.
Yeah, not
Thakur
very.
Sahib, come on, man. With all due respect, what's going on?
So he forfeited the match.
Yeah. चल
So हमें नहीं खेलना.
हम नहीं खेलते, हम बैट लेके घर जा रहे हैं. ठाकुर साहब थे तो बैट तो उन्हीं का ही होगा, right? Must be royal bat and all, diamond studded. So I don't want to do it. So that's wow, that's interesting. Have I done that? My colony record once. I think I threw the ball over the wall or something.
Inside ball
outside the
lost.
compound.
Huh.
Yeah. Can't
Ball
beat my
lost.
score. Yeah, ball lost. Now what to do? I'm willing to play. You beat my score, but what to do? No ball only. How to play? This is the equivalent of that, but happening just in a first-class game and not in the compound, in the backyard like mine was. We do have a winner. As surprising as that may sound, we have somebody who got the correct answer, and that's Siddhant Khajuria. Well done, Siddhant. That is absolutely amazing. That's just amazing. Well done. Let's give a little round of applause. Well done, Siddhant. It's very late at night. That's the best we could do in terms of applause. It's been a long day. But let's just show you a little summary. If you're a Pakistan fan, you will feel very happy when you see this. New Zealand with their first loss in this tournament now. Decided to bat first, got 237 on the board. It was Jimmy Neesham with 97 not out. And then, of course, Pakistan on the back of a brilliant Babar Azam unbeaten century. And his partnership with Haris Sohail got to the total with 6 wickets and 5 balls in hand with a 4. 6, 5, 4. And out of their 3, they need to now win 2 more because they won 1. I did it. I made the sequence.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No.
Yeah, I made the sequence.
They have 2 games to go.
Yeah.
They have 2 games to go.
That's what I said.
And they have to win
You said 3 games to go, which have to win 2, then they'll go to 1.
What did I say?
That's what you said.
No, I said it correctly. You rewind and watch it. I made the sequence.
You
I
said
made
they have
it.
3 games
Okay,
to go,
that-
out of which they have to win 2, and then they'll go to 1.
They had 3 games before today. Now they have to win 2 because they won 1. That's what I said. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Check that room. Let's talk about the game tomorrow. Or is it later today?
Yes, it's definitely later.
It's later
Yes,
today?
later today.
Later today?
Yeah.
India, West Indies. India, West Indies. It's India playing West Indies at Old Trafford at Manchester. Well, New Zealand and India were the only 2 unbeaten teams in the World Cup so far. India is still unbeaten. New Zealand, of course, can't claim to that anymore. Can the West Indies stop India tomorrow like Pakistan stopped New Zealand? Can that happen, gentlemen? No. Straight call. Zach?
No.
Zach considered it though for a second.
I'm changing where the match is.
It's Manchester. Old
Manchester.
Trafford.
Yeah. No.
No. He's like, no chance. No. Right now I could have said Chesterley Street, Lords, everything.
So that's the preview. No.
No.
That's it. Let's preview the game. Can West Indies win? No. Good night. See you tomorrow at 2:30. The question though is, will either of the teams make any changes? Let's have a look at the West Indies team real quick. We'll have a look at them. Will they make any changes? Well, Carlos Brathwaite is definitely not going anywhere. Let's just say that right up front. Sunil Amris has come into the team for Andre Russell, who has left, but I doubt if he's going to get the game tomorrow.
No. I think they'll go with the same side. They won't.
Yeah, they go with the same side?
Yes.
You think? They did well in the previous game.
Yeah.
They want their middle order to step up. Nicholas Pooran, Chevron Hetmeyer are good players of spin. So that will be interesting battle when the wrist spinners will be bowling, how they go on about facing the wrist spinners. Virat might want to hold leggies few overs for Carlos Brathwaite because he's in good form and has issue dealing with the wrist spinners. So that will be a ploy for sure, which you can see from the captaincy side and the tactics side in tomorrow's match. So the spinners will be bowling in the middle overs, but there will be some overs kept in the kitty to deal with Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah, perhaps Kedar will bowl tomorrow because the left-handers in there.
Yeah, so Kedar will definitely
quite a few left-handers
Quite a few,
actually.
Yeah.
So he might get a go.
The entire top order actually.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Outside of Shai Hope.
Yeah, outside of Shea Hope, everybody is. Gale, Lewis, Hetmeyer, Puran. Even if Bravo comes in, Bravo's a left-hander as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. that's quite staggering actually. It's quite amazing. All right, so that's them. India. Now, the only possibility for India, of course, is that Bhuvneshwar Kumar was seen practicing. The official news has come in that he's not going to be playing tomorrow. They're going to rest him for another game. He's going to be fit for England. But, we'll talk about that before England. Like, what do you do? It depends on what Shami does tomorrow.
Let's just deal with West Indies.
I think Bhuvneshwar will not play England game as well.
Yeah?
He'll come in the next one because India still has 4 games.
4 games to go. So he might as well miss 2 and then play the next.
They can. Right? They're not going to take any chance with Bhuvneshwar Kumar. They would want him to be 120% fit, if not 100% fit. So that's something which will be the thought process. They'll give him enough time to work in the nets, work in the gym, and be ready for the crucial phase of the tournament. Back to the tournament.
Okay, let's look at the India team then. Perhaps both Robin and Zach saying that expect India to go unchanged tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Unchanged?
Yeah, pretty much.
Same.
Yeah, well, again.
And tick those boxes which India has been, this team has been doing pretty consistently. So, you would want to see some fireworks from Rohit and KL Rahul both. They have to get that mindset going, again, because we all know that, that first box is the most important box when it comes to this Indian batting lineup. So you want to be in that zone right throughout the tournament, and with that thinking, you would want Rohit and KL Rahul to give that kind of start. You don't have the luxury of Shikhar Dhawan now, so you got to make sure that KL Rahul is there fully ready for the back end of the tournament.
Okay, so I mean, you guys get to make your team as well on my 11th circle, as you know. Of course, you've downloaded the app. Choose the game. That's India playing West Indies tomorrow, and make your team. It's going to be tough though. There's fascinating players, match winners, potential X factors on both sides. So, who are you going to pick? Tough one, man. It's a tough one. Who's your left field choice for tomorrow? Left field. Who's going to do it? Who's the one guy who you should? I'll tell you, I'm going to choose a West Indian. I'm going to choose Nicholas Pooran for tomorrow. What's your suggestion to my 11th circle players?
For me, Kuldeep.
Kuldeep, I like that. Nice. And for you, Zach?
I'm thinking, who should I pick?
You can tell us at 2:30 tomorrow, but that'll have to be in Hindi.
All right. Okay, let's pick Vijay Shankar. For Indian team, it's important.
I like it.
He comes in form and makes some impact on this tournament. So let's just see.
I like it. I like it. Me like it very much. All right, we're going to see you tomorrow. Of course, we're going to be here in doing shows in English and in Hindi. Hindi में हम आपसे मिलेंगे 2:30 बजे. English में भी आपसे मिलेंगे 2:30 बजे. You will have to choose. So in English, let me tell you the menu. Mr. Robin Uthappa, please cut to close up. Smart, handsome, dashing, lovely smile, cheery demeanor. He is going to be here tomorrow at 2:30 with Professor Joy Bhattacharya, who I believe you want to have a word with about his questions.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Of late.
Yeah.
And Gautam Bhimani, whose birthday it was, I think yesterday?
Monday,
Yesterday was birthday, so I hope he's bringing presents, because that's how we celebrate it here. Somebody else's birthday has to bring presents for everyone else. And on Hindi, Zaheer Khan, Ashish Nehra, and me, Gaurav Kapur. Desh ka Gaurav. Desh ka Gaurav. We will be here as well tomorrow. So, bhai, Hindi mein dekhiye, watch in English, but whatever you do, just join us tomorrow because it's a big game. India playing a game is always a big game in a World Cup. It's time for us to go now. It's really late. It's so late that I've lost my watch. Don't even know what the time is.
You actually came in with the watch, didn't you?
I think I did. I also came in with a wallet. Can I check your bag, Robin?
Yes, you can. Yes, you may.
Your jacket?
Yes.
I think what has happened is that
You left it in the other office today, I think.
I was running parallel operations, guilty as charged. I have a feeling that my watch has time warped into 1992. Zach, I brought it back again. All right, listen, we're going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. Big thank you to Zaheer Khan, Robin, Uthappa. Thank you to all of you for watching My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. It may be late, but it's time for us to go because we're going to party like it's 1992. Good night.